Ya Ali Madad, welcome to Smiley Hikmat. Today we meet Prince Ali Salman Khan, wartime hero, United Nations diplomat, and one-time most eligible bachelor of the 20th century. Let's trace his remarkable life from Turin to New York in just 5 minutes. Born on 13 June 1911 in Turin, Italy, to Imam Sultan Muhammad Shah Aga Khan III, an Italian ballerina, Princess Teresa Aga Khan. A fragile child, he was privately tutored by C.M. Waddington, former head of Mayo College, instead of attending a strict boarding school. He studied law at Lincoln's Inn, London, fluent in English, French, Arabic, and several regional tongues, skills that later shaped his diplomatic style. From his teens, he loved horse racing, polo, skiing, and flying. He earned a pilot's license in 1937 and rode winning steeplechases well into his 40s. Partnered with his father in a world-class racing stable, they called Tulliar sold for a record sum after winning the 1952 Derby. In 1939, he joined the French Foreign Legion in North Africa. From 1940 to 45, he served Britain's Royal Wiltshire Yeomanry Lion officer during the Allied landings in southern France. Let's pick up Prince Ali Khan's story in 1936 under the glittering lights of Paris. There he married the elegant John Yard Buller, who embraced Islam and took the name Tajuddaulah. Together, they welcomed two sons, Prince Karim, destined to become Aga Khan IV, and Prince Amin Muhammad. The marriage, however, lasted until 1949, drawing quietly to a close after 13 years. Barely weeks later, the Riviera was abuzz again. In May 1949, Ali Khan wed Hollywood superstar Rita Hayworth in twin civil and religious ceremonies. Their daughter, Princess Yasmin, arrived that December. Yet, glamour could not guarantee harmony. The couple separated in 1951 and made their divorce final in 1953. Even in these turbulent personal years, Ali Khan stayed anchored in service. In 1944, he opened the first Ali Nursery School in Bombay, lighting the fuse for a network of early learning centers that still benefits Smiley children. He also launched war relief drives across East Africa and channeled funds into new hospitals, mosques, and scholarships from South Asia to African coast. Then came a decisive turn toward diplomacy. In November 1957, he met Pakistan's President Skandar Mirza, who soon named him the country's permanent representative to the United Nations, a post announced publicly in February 1958. New York Times reporters loved the contrast. The men, famed for soirees, now burned the midnight oil, sipping tomato juice instead of cocktails while lobbying for decolonization and nuclear disarmament. His peers noticed too. On 17 September 1958, he was elected Vice President of the General Assembly and chosen to chair the Peace Observation Committee, responsibilities he carried until 1960. Tragically, that chapter closed on the night of 12 May 1960 near Sorain outside Paris. Ali Khan's Lancia was struck head on at a crossroads. He succumbed to head injuries within hours, only 48 years old. He was first laid to rest at his Riviera home, Chateau de Horizon, and honoring his wishes, reinterred in Salmia, Syria in 1972 among a community he dearly loved. Prince Ali Khan's life blended privilege with service. Daring sportsman, decorated soldier, modern diplomat, and devoted father of our 49th Imam Shah Karim Aga Khan. More than a society headline, he bridged East and West at a crucial moment in history, leaving us a living legacy of unity, charity, and meaningful dialogue. Here we come to the end of our video. Thank you for watching. Ya Ali Madad.